Hi guys, hope you're all well today, and I'm just back with another of my kind of card image videos, and this one I'm doing slightly different because I'm going to be doing watercolouring. Again, I love doing my Spectrum Noirs, but I also I've sort of rediscovered my love for watercolouring. This image is a Centaura image, so it's from the same people who actually make the Gorgeous Girls, and I love this image. It's such a beautiful image, and I've just stamped this up on some lightweight watercolour paper, and I'm just taking my watercolours, which are off to the side there, to add some colour to this image. And I'm sticking quite true to the kind of the colours that were printed on the packaging for this image, and I think that this image would be perfect for like a sympathy card. I'm actually gonna put it like on a kind of thinking of you kind of sympathy card. So I'm just going to kind of cut there to where I've painted the whole image, and now I'm taking my Spectrum Noir pencils, which I did share like in a recent haul, and I'm just using those to just add a little bit of detail into the face. It is very subtle, but it's just adding a little bit more depth to the shadows, and I do find these don't blend too well on this watercolour paper that I'm using. And again, I know you're supposed to use like a blending solution with these, but I really just wanted them just to add a little bit of texture and colour over the top of the image, and you can just see where I'm adding them. It's just adding a little bit of depth to that image, especially to the face. I've just added a little bit of grey there to sort of where her eyes are, so almost like a little bit of eyeshadow, and then just around her collar ruffle. And I only have the essential set of these. I know a couple of people did comment and say that that's really they have these and that's really the only one they use. So I'm just using the white, the too pale, like the white and the skin tone one, just to add a little bit of shadow to her nice pointy hat, just to give it a little bit more depth, make it look round. So I'm just going to add some yellow in over her flower. And these Spectrum Noir pencils don't do exactly what I want them to do, I'm going to say. I have some, I think they're Faber-Castell pencils. They're not like the really expensive ones, and I think I much prefer them, but the colours are nicer in these. So just adding some detail over there. And again, these pencils are not, I think I've got some learning to do with them. I think if I was using just them and the blending solution, it would be different, but because I'm applying them over where I've already got watercolour, and they've not worked exactly how I would have liked. So again, just adding lots of layers on this image, and it is, say, such a beautiful image. I'm going to take my gold pen here just to add some gold detail to the little bit of her dress, and then I'm taking this Me and My Big Ideas card pack. And this is kind of like pre-scored cards, and I picked this up in TK Maxx probably about 4 or 5 months ago, before I even really got into card making. But I thought that would be good for the odd occasion I want to do cards, and yeah, now I'm doing cards a lot. So I'm picking up these papers. I shared these again in a recent haul, and these are kind of the ones that are kind of very kind of florally, and like I say, they remind me of the Cath Kidston style, sort of fabrics and stuff like that. So I'm just going to create a little background with that. I was going to add that other strip on there, but decided it didn't actually need too much on this card. And as I said, because this card I'm going to be making is more of a sympathy card, I didn't want to put too much on here. I wanted kind of the image to kind of speak for itself. Just trying to find something just to mount my title on. So I'm just cutting that down with a slight border around the edge. And as I said, I'm really happy. Just that pink colour, which is from the Jen Hadfield from Pebbles, just picks out a little bit. And I'm just going to add a little border banner across the bottom as well, just to place my image on. I really love that 6x6 paper pad because the sentiments in there are also great for cards. I stamped my image in this coffee memento, and I'm then going to just ink up everything around the edges as well. And it's just going to help tie everything in together. And as I said, I'm really pleased with how that image came out, and it's a really nice sized stamp as well. I'm going to be doing some more colouring of those Santoro ones because they're just so cute. I really love them. So now, just as I said, it's now just a case of assembling my card. So putting that little banner across the bottom, and then I'm just going to sit my image there on the bottom, and I'm going to pop that up on some 3D foam because I think, you know, it's just going to add a little bit. And again, it's not adding too much bulk, so, you know, I could easily send this through the post. As well, I am thinking of maybe trying to sell a few of my cards. I don't quite know where I'm going to be doing that, but I think I might try. And I'm just going to want to make them kind of, you know, easily posted, because, I mean, I make really, like, you know, 3D cards with all my flowers and stuff on, but they're ones I'm going to not really pop in the post. I'm just cutting out some of the bits of the edge there just to pop up on the kind of little bits of that image, and I said I just cut around that with my scissors, and then I'm just using the offcut there just to stick on that sentiment stamp. That kind of worked really well. And of course, once you stick it all down, you then have to peel everything off, which is the bit I hate, and without my beloved Poke Tool I wouldn't be able to do it so easily. So I'm just popping off all of the back bits, which is a pain. I hate this bit, and then you end up with the little bits everywhere as well. So I'm just popping up there on the bottom there, just sitting slightly below that banner, and then putting that little bit up there at the top. I'm just going to add a little bit more detail with adding a few of these little pearl dots, and I think it's just going to be enough to add a little bit of interest there. As I said, this being a sympathy card, I didn't want to add too much or make it too blingy, so I want to thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed just seeing how I kind of add some interest to my watercolour images. So here are some close-ups, and I'll see you all again soon. Thank you very much, guys. Bye!